Welcome back to the garage, everybody. Before we get started on these cars, we might only get to one. They finally got to some more, I don't know, not expert level stuff, but like more stuff than just replacing like one parts or kind of replacing the filters. Let's go over here to the toolbox. It's something that I haven't shown yet, or I might have, I can't remember. We can 1000 XP equals 1 point, and we have what? 1000, so we get 1 point. I don't know if we can get fast unbolting. Like, it doesn't really say how much it is. So let's click on this. Are you sure you want this upgrade? Okay. Tablet. What is tablet? I don't know what tablet is. Oh, upgrade points available. 1. Can we... Oh... It doesn't say, but I guess it's 1. So this is 1, this is 1, this is 1. So another 550 or 570, we get we'll get some of this other stuff. So I guess we bought a impact wrench. An impact wrench is the thing with the air, like you see like at NASCAR and stuff. Now I think, let's look at this one. I can't remember which one's which. Now this one here, idler roller A, and a belt tensioner, timing belt, and a water pump. All right. So this stuff over here too, repair parts exceeding minimum condition. So you can kind of be a shady type mechanic, and if you happen to have a part that's like maybe 60%, you can put it on there instead of putting new parts on. We don't have any parts, we'll just put new ones on. And let's raise this baby up, and let me look at it one more time here to see what we need. Idler roller A. So idler roller A and the idler arm. Those are stuff that's to do with the belts. We're going to toggle the body. We actually got a new car. Not a new car, but one that we haven't seen before. I was kind of wondering, like, where's the transmission? I guess these don't have a transmission if they're all front-wheel drive. I'll be interested to see if there's some that are like, say, like a V8 pickup or something like that that's not front-wheel drive. It's going to have, like, transmissions and stuff, which that'd be kind of cool. And, of course, there's not a lot of wiring or any kind of stuff like that that you see. Because a lot of these have, you know, wiring and stuff that are running all over the place. All right, we need to get to the front of this. Where's the... Oh, the belts must be on this side. Please don't tell me I have to take the tire off to get to the belts. We need to replace that and that. I can tell because they're kind of nasty looking. Where is my toggle conditions mode? Yeah. And assemble from the engine bay. So that means we have to crank it back down off the lift. Okay. We got these fancy car lifts, and we got to do it from under the hood. That's fine. Pop the hood. We'll come over here to the side. Let's take this off. Now these, I'll show you in a second. We put the, okay, so we got that off, and then let's see what else, and I'll tell you about the idler roller A. Now, we got a conditions mode here. Crankshaft pulley. Idler roller A. There you go. Can't take that off. Let's take this belt off. Still can't take that off. We got to take this other belt off. In which, really, that's kind of out of order. What else? Water pump. And then, let me see, conditions mode. We still can't. Power steering pump. Do we have everything? Idler roller A, belt tensioner, timing belt, water pump. Now, where's the timing belt at? There's the timing cover. So let's take this crankshaft pulley off. I think the timing belt it's got to be back behind this cover. I like that speed though. Yeah. I think there you go. Timing belt. Let's take that off. We'll go into assemble mode. We'll put the new belt back on. We'll put the belt cover back on. All right. We'll put the crankshaft pulley back on. Okay, and then we need to put the water pump back on. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Uh-huh. Now the water pump, it does just what it says. For your coolant, the motors need air. which is what the fans and stuff do, the radiator. So the water and stuff, it's kind of like if you guys have water coolers on your, like on your processors on your computer. It's the same thing, but just bigger. So the water goes through the radiator. It's pumped through there by the water pump and through all the pipes and everything. The air, the fans suck in air and they cool the liquid back down. The liquid's pumped to places it needs to go to help keep the motor cool. So that's why you need your coolant and antifreeze. Antifreeze is in there, so if your water freezes, then in the wintertime, then it won't be able to keep the engine, you know, running like it should. Now where are we at? I think we need to put the idler roller back on. And then we need the belts. And then the belt tensioner. In which really, you don't have to take the tensioner off to take the belt off. Now, I don't know if you can actually see it, but this thing moves, right? So once you crank it in, there's a spot right here where you can put like it's called a breakover bar. I'll try to remember to put a picture of that because I keep referring to that, but it's like it's not a ratchet, but it's like a big wrench that takes sockets. But they're usually longer than a foot, so you can get good leverage. Basically, you put it in here without a socket, and you can crank up on it, and this thing would move up. It kind of swings up to take, like it says belt tensioner, so it's putting tension on the belt so all these pulleys and stuff can run. You move this deal up, and that's when you can take the belts off. So you don't need to take this off, take the belts off. You can stay there. You just move that up out of the way. It's kind of a pain in the butt because you normally have fans and all kinds of stuff in the way, and it's kind of a tight fit. But you move this up, and then you can just pull the belt and stuff off. But anyways, let's get this thing put back on. Put the belt back on. Let's go to our work order. That's done. That's done. And look at my inventory to make sure I have nothing left. The old timing belt, the old water pump, old belt tensioner, old idler arm. I think we are done. Finished job. Done. 469 bucks. Alright, I think we have enough time left to, we'll check this one out. Now on this one, we got to basically redo the whole suspension. And you can kind of see it there. Spring caps, rubber bushings, wheel hubs, sway bar link ends, and inner tie rods, and sway bar link ends for the front. We'll start with the front. We'll crank this up on the lift. We're going to need to take one of these tires off. Let's toggle the body. And can we go into conditions mode to kind of see, even though we already know? So we know both front tires have got to come off. And we know that's red. That's red. Alright, we're going to take all the tires off. Oh, that's so much faster. Okay. Now, we see needed a rear hub. I guess we're going to do this a little out of order. Needed a rear hub and a rear what? I think that's it. A rear hub and a rear end link. Alright, so let's look and see what hub is bad. That one looks okay. That one does not look okay. That does need to be replaced. What is that? Whoop. Oh, normal mode. Let's see. Spring cap. Spring cap for the back. I guess that is the spring cap. Can we take that off? No. Take the spring off? No. Let's take the top off. Take the spring off. Take the cap off. Go to, what is it, assemble mode 2. We'll put the new cap back on. Put the spring back on. Put the cap back on. Are we done with this side? Let me see. Okay. Condition mode. Alright. Let's take the hub off on this side now. And we're going to take the brake caliper off. I love the fast unbolting. That's fantastic. Take the brake pads off. Where? Rear wheel hub. Okay, we got to take the inner off. Take the disc brakes off. Get our hub off. I wish hubs were that easy to take off. Rear suspension arm. That'll need to go, does it? I don't have that, do I? Whoops. O for orc. Sway bar rear end link. Whoops, I forgot about that. Small rubber bushing. Rear wheel hub. Okay. Let's go. Where is that? Let's take off this end link. Actually. I hope that was the bad one. Can we get out of this view? 3 examine mode. Is that the small little bushing that needs to be taken off? Yes, it is. Toggle this. Toggle what? Disassemble mode. Alright, how are we going to get that bushing off? We have to take the housing off? Okay. The upper control arm. We still can't take that off. We gotta take the shock absorber off to get to this? No, that can't be right. Okay, we gotta take the... We'll take the cap off, take the spring off, take the spring cap off, take this off. There we go, now we got to it. We're gonna take you out. We're gonna go into assemble mode. That should be all of it. I'm glad the jobs are getting a little more in depth. Put the cap back on. And then that should be it for over here. Let me see if we do 3 examine mode. Everything looks good back there as far as I can see on the other side. Let's go ahead and turn this off and go back to assemble mode. Now we need to put the rear end link back on. Bolt you back up. We need to put the upper control arm back on. Impact wrench for the win, baby. Put the new hub on. Put the brakes back on. Put the pads. Come on. We need a new mouse. And then the caliper. Screw you back on. And then rear hubcap. Put the hubcap on. I guess we can put the tire on. Put the wheels back on. Yep. Good. Should be done with that side. Done with this side. We'll go back to assembly mode. Lower suspension arm, front shock absorber cap. Let's toggle the body. Front shock absorber cap. And then, let me see. You gonna let me take that off? Yeah, you are. Nice. And then we need... This has got to go. Come on. I need to speed that mouse movement up a little bit. We'll take this cap off. We should be nice in assembly mode as number 2. Put the new one on. Crank this bad boy back on. I'm kind of ready to get to some different cars. I'm kind of tired of messing around with these other ones. I want some new ones. Crank you back on. Lower control arm. That should be it. Work order. We need a sway bar, front end link A. Right here. Here's the deal. Outer tie rod. There we go. Inner tie rod. Go into assemble mode. Brand new inner tie rod. Put you back on. Zip you on. Put that on. We are done, baby. Escape. Oh, not 0. Good. 800 and almost 900 bucks for that job. All right, I'm just curious to see what jobs we have now. Now that we've done those 2, see if there's anything else, any kind of new cars. Hey, we got like an SUV here. Brake problems? Fix body parts. Wow, they got some body damage. Oh, Repaint the car. Oh, we can't do it. We don't have enough experience. I got excited. Aw. Wow, wow, wow. Timings. Fix all engine problems. Brake problems. Needs timing. All right. Well, I'll take a look at these and see if there's anything that we have or haven't done. And we'll get back at you. I appreciate everybody watching. We're making money. We're fixing some cars. I don't know. Hopefully I'm doing a somewhat job of, you know, trying to teach people about cars and kind of how everything works, because it's something that I like to do. It's a lot easier in this game, I promise you, than it is doing it in real life. I mean, that's something that's probably obvious. But anyways, like I said, I appreciate everybody watching. We'll see you guys next time at the garage.